Good evening, everybody. My name is Paxton Holloway, coming at you live on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Got a little bit of flag football action here tonight. Got a tri-match between Northside, Spencer, and Carver. Northside did just get the win over Spencer in the last game. We got Carver and Spencer playing right now. Spencer did start on offense, almost threw a pick on the first pass. The line to gain is the 30 right now. Spencer now is 0-4. They are 0-3 in the region. They are in the same region as Carver, who is 7-4 and 2-1 in the region. There's the pass. It's deep, and it's going to be dropped. Looks like that one was about to be picked off. That was dropped, though. So it's going to set up for fourth down now. Line to gain still the 30. So Spencer's going to line up to punt it away. There's the punt. Little line drive knuckleball. It is caught and fielded midfield. And downed around the 36. So that line to gain is going to be the 30 to get the first down for the Tigers. Spencer only coming in with a 9-person team. So they have a lot playing on offense and defense. Snap the pitch. And she's going to get close to the line to gain. It looks like she did get it, so that line to gain is going to move to the goal line now at the 10. I want to send a thank you to our presenting sponsors over at Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic. Thank you for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live so we can bring you all high school athletics. That's a QB keeper. Looked like she fumbled but was down. Spencer is going to call a timeout. So we're going to go ahead and take our first. We'll be right back with more action here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long-distance love, for the far-sighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
There we are.
And the number of...
And we're back with more coverage here at the beginning of this flag football matchup between the Carver Tigers and Spencer Green Wave. Spencer turned it over on downs. They punted away. And that's going to be a touchdown Tigers. So Carver's going to take an early 6-0 lead. This is a region matchup here. Carver's coming into tonight 2-1. And Spencer just went 0-3 in the region after their loss to Northside in the previous game. So the Tigers are now lined up for the extra point. Here's the snap. Looks like it's just going to be a QB keeper, and she's in. So that's going to be an early 7-0 lead for Carver. Clock is running at 5.5 minutes left here in the first. Make sure to toss us a follow on all social media platforms at Georgia Alabama Sports Live so you won't miss any of the action. Got a little bit of high school playoff football going on here in the area. Be broadcasting Pacelli and Brookstone this Friday night on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, so be sure to tune in for that. Also got basketball season coming up, a little bit of wrestling. Flag football's ending, so got a lot of action coming up here in the upcoming weeks here on Georgia Alabama Sports. And then, of course, in the spring, you'll have baseball starting up. Snap for Spencer. The pass is caught. And she's going to be down at the 35. So she did reach the line to gain. Looks like one of the Tigers might have got banged up, so she just rolled over to the sideline. Looks like she's getting up, though, so she's okay. Nonetheless, it was a first down for the Green Wave. New line to gain is the 50. Snap was a little bit high. She gets rid of it. Just a floater. It's going to fall into no man's land, so that's incomplete. Set up for second down. Be sure to stay tuned after this game. We'll be covering Northside and Carver. Northside just moved to 9-2 overall and 4-0 in the region with their win over Spencer in the last game. That one's floated again. And it's going to be brought in and caught. What a beautiful catch. Kind of pulled out a little bit of a basketball move and boxed her out to go up for that ball. It was sort of a 50-50. The Green Wave did come down with it, and so they got the first down. New line to gain is the 30. They're set up right on the 40-yard line. And Spencer was held scoreless in the last game against Northside, so it would feel real good for them to get in the end zone here and get some points on the board. That one was floated as well, overthrown. She was going for that first down past the 30, but did fall incomplete. Got about 2.5 minutes left now in the first quarter. If this Carver flag football team's anything like their boys' high school football team, they should be one to watch. There's the snap. Floats it and almost picked off out there. That was incomplete, though, so it'll be a third down now. Only need about 10 yards to get the first down. Spencer's got a whole bunch of seniors on their team. I believe 6 of the 9 that are on the roster are seniors. High snap. sort of a wide receiver screen, bobbled above her head. Is going to be called incomplete, it looks like. Maybe she was just down. Either way, it's going to set up for fourth. Looks like they're going to call her down, so it's going to be fourth down. And pretty long now, about 13 yards to go to get to the first. They are going to go for it. They don't have anything to lose here. There's the snap. That one's thrown. And just over the outstretched hand of her receiver. So it falls incomplete. And that's going to be a turnover on downs and the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Carver 7, Spencer 0. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go.
Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here, about to start the second quarter for this region matchup between the Carver Tigers and the Spencer Green Wave. Carver did take an early 7-0 lead, and Spencer just turned it over on down. So Carver's going to take the direct snap. They pitch it, and she's going to be downed about the 46-yard line. The line to gain is the 50. Spencer was finding a little bit of success through the air on their last drive, but ultimately were unable to capitalize. On the other hand, though, Carver has been focusing mainly on the rushing attack. Case in point there. And she's going to be down. Looks like they're going to mark her at about the 48 on the other side of the 50. So it was enough for the first down. New line to gain is going to be the 30. Again, Carver's record coming into this matchup, 7-4 on the year, 2-1 in their region. Spencer 0-4 and 0-3 in the region, so looking for their first win on the year. Another pitch. She's going to get some big yards there. Almost gets to the 40. Call it the 41. They'll be about 11 yards short of that line to gain at the 30. Again, last match, the one before this one, Spencer did lose to Northside, which bumped Northside's record up to 9-2, and they're undefeated at 4-0 in the region. Another QB run, she's down about 39, so only good for close to 2 yards. So need about 9 to get to the 30. Again, make sure to tune in this Friday night on Georgia Alabama Sports Live page. We're going to be streaming the Pacelli and Brookstone playoff game. The run, she is downed We'll see where they mark her. She did take a loss. She's going to be down at the 44. So it's going to be 4th and long. We'll see what Carver is going to do here. See if they elect a punt or go for it. Offense is going to stay on the field, so it looks like they are going to go for it. We got twins out wide there on each side. Direct snap under pressure immediately. She's going to throw, looks deep. She's got someone, and it's just overthrown. That would have got him close to the goal line there if it were complete, but it was not. So that's going to be a turnover on downs committed by the Tigers. Line to gain now is the 50. Spencer's offense is going to come back on the field. In their last drive, they were showing some signs of success through the air. Looking to put some points on the board before halftime. We got about 5:40 left before that. There's the snap. She's going to roll out. Almost sacked. Goes deep. And is tipped by the defender. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Throws deep again, and that one is going to be picked. And she's going to be down at, looks like the 47 across the 50-yard line. Incredible play there by Carver. Looked like that might have been number 5, Shakristen Johnson. .433 left here in the first half. Carver is up 7-0. So they're going to look to extend this lead. Make sure to stay tuned. After this game, we'll be covering Carver and Northside, so that'll be a good, exciting matchup to watch in region play. Again, Northside is undefeated, sitting at 4-0. Carver right now 2-1, looking to make it 3-1 after this game. Also, at the end of this game, we'll be naming the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, so definitely stay tuned for that. There's the snap. She drops back. She's just going to take underneath. She'll be down. They're saying at the 42. Line to gain is the 30. Awaiting the snap now. A lot of personnel up front. She rolls out, and it's going to be tipped down by the Spencer defender. There's the snap. Bass tries to reverse the field, get more yards. She's moving backwards now. Spencer finally gets her down, and that's not at all what they were wanting. She moved laterally and backwards, almost ran every part of the field. It'll be 4th down now, and they're going to back them on up to the 46. Actually, the 44. So, not terrible position. Still need about 14, 15 yards, though. Janiah Cobb at quarterback. She rolls out. She pump fakes, and she's going to take off. And she's going to get the first down. Incredible play to extend the drive, and it means the new line to gain is going to be the goal line there at the 10. Incredible run by Cobb. Looks like she has 3 wideouts. Cobb's going to pump fake. She's going to take off running again. She's got a little bit of room. Tried to make a good move, but is down at close to the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Looks like it might give them 1 more yard. Just set them up at the 21. The clock is ticking, down beneath 90 seconds now to go here in the first half. There's the snap. It's going to be pitched back for a couple yards. I'm going to mark her at about the 16. So they only need about 6 more yards to get the touchdown. We've dipped beneath a minute to go left in the first half, though. Cobb takes the snap. She drops back. Hits her underneath route. Going to get back to about the line of scrimmage, so it's now going to be 4th down with 20 seconds left. So they got to score here on this play if they want to put any more points up on the board before half, but they got to get a snap off. Only 10 seconds. Four, 3 seconds. They're trying to hurry to the line. They just get it off. And so Cobb scrambles, and she gets in. Last second touchdown to end the half. Janiah Cobb with the rushing touchdown for the Tigers. And that bumps the score up to 13-0. So they'll line up to go for the extra point. Try to make it 14. Looked like for a second they weren't going to get the snap off before time expired, but they did. Cobb just floats one, and it's completed. So the Carver Tigers score at the buzzer. 14-0 is your score after 1 half. We're going to step aside and be back in the third quarter with more flag football action here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are. And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. the Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half here in this flag football game between the Spencer Green Wave and the Carver Tigers. We saw Carver take a 14-0 lead at the end of the first half with a last-second touchdown. Then they did convert the extra point. The pass by Cobb is dropped, though. That last score, though, from Carver was ran in by QB Janiah Cobb. She's been running all over the place in this run-heavy offense for Carver. This is a region game, so Carver looking to improve to 3-1 in the region. There's the pass underneath. She's going to be down at close to the 34. But it was enough to get the first down, so the new line to gain is going to be the 50. Yeah, Carver is sitting at 7-4 on the year and 2-1 in the region. Spencer is yet to win this year. They're 0-4 and 0-3 in the region after their loss to Northside in the last game. We'll be covering the next game coming up as well between Carver and Northside, so stay tuned for that. Pass by Cobb, almost intercepted. Dangerous pass over the middle, but did fall incomplete. No harm done there. Northside is sitting at first in this region, though. Undefeated in region play so far, 4-0, 9-2 on the year. There's the pass. Wide receiver screen thrown by Cobb. Who's going to be down at the 42-yard line. So they'll have about 8 yards to go to pick up the first. Again, thank you to our presenting sponsors of Georgia Alabama Sports Live over at Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic. Cobb on the keeper. Gets close to the first down. She is a yard shy, though, at the 49, so Carver's most definitely going to keep their offense on the field and go for this one. Also, stay tuned for the end of this game. We'll name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the game. Keeper by Cobb. She stretches the ball out and just gets it past the 50, so it is going to be a first down. New line to gain is going to be the 30. That was great awareness there by Janiah Cobb to just stretch her arm out and get as much distance as she could on that play. First down from the 49. Snap to Cobb. She's looking to pass. She pump fakes. She's going to take off running. She cuts it. Cuts again. Gets out past the 40-yard line before being downed. Call it the 39. Timeout is called by Spencer, so we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City.
And we're back with some more third quarter action here. Second down for Carver. The throw by Cobb is completed. And that's going to be more than enough to get the first down. She gets it to about the 26. And so the new line to gain will be the goal line at the 10. Incredible throw by Cobb. She's been having a great day so far at the quarterback position for the Tigers. There's the snap. The run, she's got room. She stretches out. And she scores. That was the call from the far judge there. Yep, and it is confirmed. So Janiah Cobb with a second rushing touchdown here tonight for the Tigers. Carver now up 20-0, pending the extra point. Extra point try, thrown, goes low but incomplete. But Carver does put some more points up on the board. Your score with 3:50 left in the third is now 20-0 Tigers. We'll step aside here for a quick break. Be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back with some more third quarter action here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Spencer now has the ball on offense, looking to score after the Carver touchdown. That run gains maybe 1-2 yards on that. Spencer was scoreless against Northside in the last game, so they're still looking to put up their first points here in their 2 of 3 matches. Make sure to toss us a follow if you're not already on all social media platforms at Georgia Alabama Sports Live so you never miss a game, show, or update. Got a big one coming up between Brookstone and Pacelli in the playoffs. The pass is complete. She's off to the races. Just gets caught. Looks like she might be downed at the 48. Nah, she'll be right there at the 45. So, incredible pass there from Spencer. They're now driving. The new line to gain is the 50, so they don't have to march very far to get the first down. Another throw. Great play by the defensive back there for the Tigers. She gets there. That was number 4, Niklila Sims. Got about 30 seconds left here in the third. Second down and about 5 for the Green Wave. She drops back. The pass has somebody open, but it was incomplete. She led her just a little bit too much. So that's going to set up for third down now. Line to gain is just the 50, so they don't have to go very far. The buzzer does sound, though, so that means we're about to head into the fourth quarter. The teams are meeting up here to start this fourth. There's the snap and the handoff. She goes backwards to the 40, and so what would be a 4th and 5 is now going to be a 4th and 10. Spencer's got to go quick here if they want any chance of coming back in this game. Again, make sure to stay tuned at the end of the game. We'll name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. There's the snap. She's running, and she's going to be sacked, and so it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Carver's going to have it in very favorable field position. Line to gain is going to be the 30, and they're marked about 4 yards shy of that, maybe 3. It's been an incredible game so far for the sophomore quarterback, Janiyah Cobb. Just running all over the place on him. Has 2 rushing touchdowns so far, completed some pretty good passes as well. There's the snap and the handoff. And she's going to be hit for a tackle for loss. So that's going to back them up about 6 yards or so. Line to gain is still the 30. There's the snap and the handoff. on the end around there. Gets those yards right back, so it'll be about 3 yards short again of the line to gain. Getting ready. There's the snap, the throw, and incomplete over the head of her receiver. That sets up for 4th down now. Carver is going to keep the offense on the field. They're definitely going to go for it. There's the snap. She's going to take off running. And she gets it. That was Kamaya Bass now at quarterback. It's now 1st and goal. Goal line is the line to gain. There's the handoff. Gains a couple. So set up for 2nd. 2nd down there. Down there at the 24. There are about 5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Carver still up 20-0. There's the snap. The throw by Bass comes up incomplete through the hands of both the DB and the receiver. That's going to make it 3rd down. There's the snap. Bass winds up and throws, and incomplete in between 2 of her receivers, and so it's 4th down. And that offense is going to stay on, so they're going to go for it. Only 4 minutes left in the game. We'll have a good one coming up next. We've got the same Carver team going up against Northside, who just beat Spencer in the last game. I have some heavy region implications there, as Carver is looking to improve to 3-1 in the region. Northside is 4-0. Incomplete, so turnover on downs. Clock still running at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. There's the snap. Pitch is back. Get some positive yards there. Marked at the 25. So they'll only have 5 yards left to go to get that first down. 2:30 left in the game. I think it's safe to go ahead and name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the game. Number 1, Kamaya Bass for Carver. Had an incredible night at quarterback. 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. Bunch of good completions, so congratulations to Kamaya Bass. And that is going to do it. And so your final score, Carver 20, Spencer 0. Make sure to stay tuned as we bring you action between Carver and Northside here in the next game. That should be coming up around 7:30, so make sure to stay tuned for that.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome, everybody, to game number 2 here between the Carver Tigers and Northside Patriots. Northside in game number 1 beat the Spencer Green Wave, and then Carver in the last game just beat Spencer as well. And so these are two powerhouses in their region. Carver now 8-4 overall, 3-1 in the region. Northside 9-2 and 4-0 in the region. Carver's starting on offense. Kamaya Bass just had an incredible game. She's looking deep early, and she had a player open, but it was just over her hands. This Northside team is made up of a very dynamic duo between Whitley Sykes and Amelia Poindexter. Bass hits a receiver right in the hands, but that pass is dropped. Line to gain is the 30, and it's going to be 4th down now. And so Carver electing to punt early here. And it looks like Bass is also going to be the punter. There's the snap. Here's the punt. A line drive, a good one. That one bounces pretty hard to field. She hits the edge, though. And she's down around the 50. So the line to gain is going to be the 30 for the Patriots offense, led by their QB, Whitley Sykes, the senior. She's got 18 passing touchdowns on the year, 7 of which have been caught by Amelia Poindexter. There's the snap. Looking deep early, overthrown. That was overthrown there on the first one from Sykes. She's got to try to settle back in. Had a bit of a break between the first and this game. There's the snap. Thrown, looking deep again. And that one is dropped. Hit her right in the chest. It was a beautiful throw, but ultimately incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and long now for the Patriots. Got to get all 20 of those yards to get to the first. There's the pass. Or the snap. There's the pass. That one's caught. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Patriots. Incredible throw there from Sykes. So Northside's going to take an early 6-0 lead pending the extra point. And that'll bump Sykes' touchdown passes up to 19 for the year. That was exactly how Northside was wanting to get started. Person in motion, Sykes is almost picked off on the extra point. But Northside up 6-0 early. We're going to step aside here real quick and be right back on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union.
And we're back. Carver now on offense. That one's pitched back to Bass. She gets to about the 27, 28-yard line. Line to gain is the 30. Kamaya Bass last game had 2 rushing touchdowns. There's the snap and the keeper by Bass. She's not down. She is now. But she gets plenty for the first down and will be marked at the 37-yard line. New line to gain is the 50 for the Tigers. And that's what we were seeing a lot of in the last game from Bass, just almost like QB draw type plays. There she goes again. That's a design quarterback run. The pitch. And is going to be hit for a loss of maybe 1. She might have got back to line of scrimmage. Actually looks like they're going to move her up a yard. So she did make something positive out of that. Regardless, that was a great play from Northside. .255 left here in the first quarter already. Time is moving quick. There's the snap to Bass. She drops back. Almost sacked. She shakes the rusher, and she's off. She's still running. And she gets down at the 27 on the opposite side of the field, which actually works in her favor because the new line to gain is the 30. So they're going to have a few extra plays. That was a great job by Bass on the QB run. We do have somebody down, so we're going to step aside for this Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
We're back from that Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. She did get up and walk off. Kamaya Bass keeps it. She's running. And the flag is ripped from her waist. She's going to be down at the 25, but does get the first down. And so line to gain is now the goal line. Snap to Bass. She's looking to pass. She hits her in the flat, and she's running. And there's a flag thrown. It's going to go against the Tigers, so that's going to move them back and negate that pass play there. Minute 20 left in the first. There's the pass. Bass is looking to throw. She jukes. She's off to the races. And she is down just barely. They're marking her at, looks like the 17-yard line. So only needs 10 to get to the touchdown. She's got 2 lined up in the backfield now. Snap to Bass. She is going to keep it herself, and she's going to get in. Touchdown, Tigers. Kamaya Bass doing exactly what she was just doing last game, and that's producing with her feet. That's a rushing touchdown, so that is going to tie up the game. 6-6 now, pending the extra point. Time is going to run off the clock in the first quarter. And so that's the end of one. Getting set here for quarter number 2 to start up in just a second. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the extra point try here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative.
And we're back for the extra point try here for the Tigers. Bass takes the direct snap, and she stretches out, and it's not going to get in. So Carver did tie it up. It's now 6-6. Got us a game on our hands. This one does have major region implications, as Carver is 3-1 in the region and Northside is 4-0. Northside's offense, we saw Whitley Sykes last drive. She got her a passing touchdown. She's up to now 19 on the year. There's the snap. She passes a little seam route there. Gets to the 30, so it's enough for the first down. New line to gain is going to be the 50. Sykes takes the snap. She throws over the middle of the field, and she gets it complete. That was to Amelia Poindexter there, number 15. I believe she was the one that caught the touchdown pass earlier. And that was the duo that we were saying to watch out for before the game. Now 19 passing touchdowns, 8 of which have gone to Poindexter. She's back to pass. She looks deep. just over the hands. It was just out of reach. If that was number 21, Katie McQueen, that it was intended for. So it's going to set up now for third down. They are on the 44. Need to get to the 50, so they got 6 yards to get that first down. There's the snap, bit of a high one. And another incredible pass there from Sykes. That one completed to McQueen. And that is enough for the first down. So the new line to gain is going to be the 30. Set up now at the 49-yard line on Carver's side of the field. Make sure to toss us a follow on all social media platforms at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We got some great action upcoming. Got basketball season coming up. Also be streaming Brookstone and Pacelli, the playoff football game. That one's almost picked off. Falls incomplete, though. So it's going to be second down now for the Patriots. Thank you to our sponsors over at Glenn Smith Chevy, GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic. Thank you for being the presenting sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, so we can bring you all the high school sports in the area. Almost, and they do get him to jump. Offsides is called on the Tigers, and so that's going to be five yards for the Patriots. Nice little hard count there from Sykes, kind of looking like Aaron Rodgers out there. One of the best to do the hard count and get teams to jump off sides. That moves them now to the 44 on Carver's side of the field. There's the snap. QB run. And nobody was over there, so that's incomplete. It's now third down for the Patriots. They need to get about 6. Actually about 9, excuse me. Maybe even a little bit more. Here's the snap. Kind of pump fakes. There's the throw. That one is picked off from the Tigers, and she's returning it. She's got a crease. She's still going. She's still going. She's still up. And looks like she's finally going to be down at the 29-yard line. Or actually the 31-yard line for on Northside's end of the field. Which, great field positioning because line of gain's only going to be the 30 for the first down. What a play from the Tigers. Looked like it was number 5, Shakristan Johnson, on that pick. And she almost took it all the way for a pick 6. But now you got this dangerous Carver offense led by Kamaya Bass on the field. Very dangerous with her feet. There's the snap to her. And there's the run from Bass. She stretches out to get as much as she can. Gets the first down easily. And she'll now be at the 23. It's now first and goal. Line to gain's the 10, which is the goal line. 3:13 left here in the first half, and so Carver looking to put some more points up on the board and take the lead. Bass with the keeper, and she just about breaks off to the outside. She is down, though. on the other side of the 20. Call it the 19 is where they're marking her. So just has 9 yards left to go here to get the touchdown and take the lead here in this game. Second down. There's the snap. Bass drops back. She's going to hit a little move. Throws it in the back of the end zone, but goes through. That one's incomplete. It'll be third down now. Still 9 to go. Timeout now called by the Tigers, so we'll take us a quick timeout and be right back for the end of the first half here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
All right, we're back here for the last 2 minutes here in the first half between Carver and Northside. Carver is driving, only has 9 yards to go to get to the touchdown. It is third and goal. Bass keeps it. She stretches out. Looks like she's down a yard short of the goal line. Might be time to set up for the Philly special and do a little tush push. I don't know if you can do that in flag football, but it'd be a good idea. I mean, they are probably inches away from that goal line there. It is fourth down, though, so they've got to get in or it's going to be nothing. There's the snap. Bass gets there easily. Touchdown, Tigers. And chalk it up. That's 2 rushing touchdowns now for Kamaya Bass. Score is now 12-6. And Carver, the underdog here in this match, has taken the lead pending the extra point now. Again, Northside is 4-0, undefeated in the region. Carver is 3-1, and so this is a big game here. There's the snap. Bass is going to keep it again. She's trying to roll out. She finds a receiver wide open. Incredible play by Kamaya Bass. Score is now 13-6 Tigers. This Northside offense is going to come out. We saw them make an explosive play in the first quarter. Whitley Sykes to Amelia Poindexter to get that first touchdown. They're going to need some sparks here with only 1:09 left in the first half. They're now set up. On the 24, there's the snap. Sykes winds up and almost throws another pick. That would have been huge for Carver. Maybe even could have gotten in from there with the time left, but 1:06 on the clock. We've now dipped beneath a minute, so Northside's got to get going. They got to drive the length of the field. Tries to get them to jump off sides again. Unable to do so. There's the snap is pretty high. She gets around a little slant. Gets the first down. Looks like the clock's going to stop to move the chains. Gets right at the 30, so it's just enough for the first down. New line to gains the 50. Clock starts back up. And the timeout is going to be called by Northside. We'll step aside real quick. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing plus no payments until next year at Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
All right, we're back with the final 33 seconds in the first half. Northside does have the ball on the 30. Needs to drive the length of the field to try and score before halftime. The pitch back, what a play! And she's down at the 45. Incredible play there from Northside, and timeout is called by Northside, so they're going to stop the clock at 21 seconds. That was an incredible pass from Sykes to a receiver, and then the pitch back was just so smart to get more yards, almost broke free. There's still 21 seconds, and we saw a deep strike for a touchdown earlier from about where they're at right now. That was the first 6 points of the game. It was Sykes to Poindexter, her favorite receiver. 8 receiving touchdowns on the year Poindexter has. But Kamaya Bass so far in the first half, 2 rushing touchdowns, already has matched what she did in the last game against Spencer. So this Northside offense is back out on the field. 21 seconds to go. I'm going to look to have a bit of a deep strike, I feel like. She had a receiver wide open. It's just incomplete. So that's going to set up third down now. They'll need about 6 yards to get the first, but I don't think they're thinking about the first down. They are looking for the end zone to try and tie this game. Carver up 13-6 right now. Northside will get to start with the ball, though, in the second half. Carver got it first to start the game. Sykes awaiting the snap. There it is. She's got some time. She looks. Gets it complete. It's going to be down immediately, but it is a first down. And that final timeout is used by Northside. And so we've got just 13 seconds left here in the first half. Northside's been able to move the ball very well here in the limited time that they had. Northside did beat Spencer in the first game of this tri-match here. And then Carver came out and beat Spencer as well. Patriots offense has marched back out on the field. Carver looking to keep them out of the end zone for 13 seconds. There's the pass. It goes deep, overthrown. And so there's only 8 seconds left. It seems like they're going to have to take another shot. trying to dial up the right play here. If I'm them, I'd try to just go deep to Amelia Poindexter like they did in their first offensive drive. Tries to get him to jump. Unable to do so. There's the snap. Going deep. She's got somebody. And it's incomplete, but still 2 seconds, so they have time to dial up one more. Carver's defense looked like it dropped back into almost a prevent type defense to just keep them from taking shots to the end zone. Looks like they might have only sent in one rusher as well, so. This will be the final play of the first half here. Northside looking to try to tie up this game. And it's going to be a false start. So they just made it harder on themselves by backing up 5 yards. So now lined up on the 50. And Northside's just going to kneel it and take it to the half instead of try to take a shot. So your score at the end of one half, Carver Tigers 13, Northside Patriots 6. We'll step aside and be back with some third quarter action here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Hula Hands delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back to second half action here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live in this flag football contest between the Northside Patriots and the Carver Tigers. That one is a deep strike to start the second half for Northside. Whitley Sykes. Northside was trying to drive late in the first half to try and even up this score. Score is 13-6 right now, so they're driving, but they got the first down. So they'll be set up at about the 46-yard line. Line of gain's the 30. There's the snap. Sykes rolls out. Tries to get rid of it. She did. No harm done there. No gain on the play. Looks like they might try to be discussing for possible intentional grounding. Looked like she was outside the tackle box, though. It is called incomplete. She was outside the tackle box, so she's good. It'll be second down now for the Patriots. They came out with guns a-blazing here in the second half. Probably looking to do the same thing. Fakes the handoff. A strike right down the middle of the field. That one was thrown on a laser. Calling it down at the 38 on Carver's side of the field. Line to gain is still the 30. It's third down. There's the snap. Another strike completed. Takes a bit of a tumble there. Teammates are tending to her, but official timeout. We'll go ahead and take another Jack Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout and be right back with more action here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back from that Jack Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. That was Katie McQueen that went down, but she popped up and is walking it off on the sideline. Looks to be okay, so that's good. Very good thing. It is 4th down now from the 31-yard line, so they've only got a yard to gain. There's the snap. QB keeper the pitch. And she did get it, so first down now for Northside. That was a close play, but she did just get past the 30. Call it maybe the 29.5-yard line. Line to gain now is the 10 at the goal line. Sykes back in. There's the snap. She's looking to throw. Has somebody. Bit of a low throw. She does take a tumble, but gains about 5. That was number 9, Cassidy Anderson, the junior, that got the grab. She did a great job to go low there and pick that one up. She's now at the 24-yard line. So only 14 yards to go for the Patriots to have a chance at tying up this game. 5:20 left to go in the third. There's the snap. She's looking. She feeds. She feeds a running back, and she's going to get in. Touchdown, Patriots. Just dumps it off to her halfback there, and she was able to weave her way through those Carver defenders and get in. This is a game here, folks. 13-12, pending the extra point from Northside. Again, Northside is undefeated in this region at 4-0. Carver sitting right behind them at 3-1, so major region implications here. There's the throw, the dump off, and she reaches, and she gets in. What a play! My, oh my. So this one is now tied up at 13 apiece. Carver's offense coming out onto the field, led by Kamaya Bass. 2 rushing touchdowns so far in this game. And this is an exciting one here, folks. This is some good flag football being played here tonight. And you aren't going to catch this action anywhere else except for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So go ahead and toss us a follow on all social media platforms. That way you stay up to date on all the biggest sports here in the area. Kamaya Bass takes the snap. She's looking deep, has somebody open, and completes it. So dueling quarterbacks here, saying anything you can do, I can do better. That pass got him to the 43. The line to gain is the 50. Bass on the keeper. She's going to toss it on back. Another pitch. Was a illegal forward pass, though. Looks like they might just call it incomplete, though, since she was behind the line of scrimmage. It just backs them up 1 yard. Second down now, 8 to go to get the first. There's the snap. Bass drops back. She's rolling out. She's trying to find a receiver. Incomplete. Almost gets sacked, though. Looks like that might have been number 9, Cassidy Anderson, threatening to sack Bass. Third down. Still around 8 yards to go. Bass on the keeper, has a lot of running room up the middle, stretches out, and looks like she's going to be marked probably a football length short. I mean, that's about as close as you can get. Looks like they are going to scoot it on back, though, to the 49. $50 left to go here in quarter number 3. Fourth down play. Bass, she's going to keep it. She's running laterally, though. It's close, but I think she got it. She does. The sticks are going to move. What a play by Bass. That was a great play, too, by the Patriots defense. She just got it by 1 yard. Bass incomplete. That's going to do it for the third quarter. We're going to step aside and be back here to finish off this game. 13-13 is your score. We'll be right back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Start of the fourth quarter here in this tight region matchup between the Carver Tigers and the Northside Patriots. Carver's been driving there on their own 49, or on Northside's 49, rather. That one is bobbled and dropped, though. That's going to be third and very long. Third and 19. There's the snap. Bass has it. She gets it complete. She got it to the 41-yard line. Still 11 yards short of the 4th, though. And the offense is going to stay on the field instead of trying to pin Northside deep. This could be pretty risky. But when you've got a quarterback like Kamaya Bass, maybe it's not that bad of a play. And incomplete. Looks like she would have had the first down had it been complete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, so Northside's going to get it in very good field position on their own 41, but just 9 yards to march to get to the first. There's the snap. Pump fake. Pass down the middle, incomplete. Whitley Sykes has been doing a phenomenal job at quarterback for the Patriots. Second down now, line to gain still the 50. There's the snap. QB keeper. She's still up. And she is tackled. Fans calling for a flag. Don't think they're going to get one, though. I believe that was number 1, Sanaya Morgan, on the carry. She did get the first down, though, and so ball's now going to be on the 49 on Carver's side of the field. .635 left to go in the game. Score is still 13-13. There's the snap. Sykes looking. She's going deep. That one is an easy pick for the Tigers defense, and she just gets pushed out. What a play for the Carver Tigers defense. That was a huge interception there. And what's even crazier is it was the incredible quarterback, Kamaya Bass, that just got that interception as well. 2 rushing touchdowns and a pick for the game. Giving it her all, the sophomore is just absolutely outstanding. Carver now on offense with 5.5 minutes left in the game. The pitch back to Bass. And she's going to be down at, looks like, the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. There's the snap. That was a pitch. And she is back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like she might have gained maybe 1. maybe a couple. Bass awaiting the snap. 4:10 left to go in the game. A score here would be huge. She rolls out, has a receiver, but it is dropped. Threw it into double coverage. Great job tipping that ball away from Jalea Murray on Northside. Fourth down now for the Tigers. Only about a yard gain. Tries to get her to jump. She doesn't. Bass on the keeper, and she's going to get it easily. And she's been doing it all night. Great job from Kanmaya Bass. Set up now at the 27. Line to gain is the goal line at the 10. Snap, Bass keeps it, and she is down immediately. What a play. Looked like that might have been Jalea Murray again. There's the snap. Bass on the keeper. She stretches out to get as much as she can. Looks like no gain. Timeout was called by Northside. 2:09 left to go in the game. This should be our final timeout as well. We'll be right back with the end of the game here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
And we're back with the final 2 minutes and 9 seconds left here in this tight game. 13-13 is the score. Carver threatening to maybe get the game-winning touchdown. Bass takes the snap. She looks incomplete down the middle of the field, so it's going to be fourth and pretty long. 2-minute horn sounds. So the teams are going to group up. Carver really has a lot to discuss with this fourth down play. Touchdown or nothing here on this one. Make sure to stay tuned at the end of the game. We'll name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. Couple of contenders here tonight. Again, this one is very important in the region because Carver sitting at 3-1, Northside at 4-0. So Carver threatening to give Northside their first loss in the region. Bass takes the snap. She's looking. Deep, and it's picked off. She's going to be down at like probably the 19-yard line or so, but what a play from Northside. Number 2, Heidi Swain, the senior, with the pick. And it couldn't have come at a bigger moment for the Patriots. So now Northside has completely flipped the script. They've got a chance to drive the length of the field with 1:53 left. Shades of what was going on at the end of the first half. There's the snap. Down the middle, almost picked off. Very dangerous pass. Incomplete. Whitley Sykes tonight does have a passing touchdown to her favorite receiver, Amelia Poindexter. An incredible rushing touchdown as well. There's the snap down the middle. That one's pitched. What a play. Almost like a little handoff there. So it's going to be first down now. Line against the 50. Great catch. Sort of bobbled it, but ended up coming down with it. That might have been Katie McQueen on the catch. One minute left on the clock to end this game. Sykes takes the snap. She passes down the middle. Gets it complete to McQueen again. They'll mark her at the 43-yard line. Still in their own territory, though, have yet to break across the 50 into Carver territory. And the clock is just steady running. 24 seconds now. Need to try to take a deep shot. High snap. Thrown to Poindexter. She's going to be downed. It'll now be fourth down. And about 2 to go at their own 48-yard line. Northside, Whitley Sykes, she's got the capability to dial one up and bomb them deep. There would be no better time than now to do it with only 11 seconds left here in the fourth. What an incredible ball game we've had tonight. 13-13 still the score. Fourth down play now for the Patriots. There's the snap. There's the throw looking deep. Just off the hands. 6 seconds left, and so now Carver's got a chance to take a deep shot. They are in Northside territory at the 48. That was Soraya Morgan that just dropped it. And she had space to run, too, if she had come up with it. That would have been the game. But now, ball is in the hands of Kamaya Bass, the outstanding sophomore. Six seconds left. Might have time for 2 plays if they're lucky. if they do it right. They've got to get it out quick if they want to try to get 2 plays. Nobody in the backfield with Bass, so it looks like she's going to throw it behind her. Deep shot. Kind of a wobbler and incomplete. So at the end of 4 quarters, it's still tied 13-13. Looks like we might have a little bit of extra action going on here tonight. We'll step aside. When that starts back up, you best believe we'll be here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live waiting for you.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
And we're back, getting ready for some overtime action here in this tight one. 13-13, your score at the end of regulation between the Carver Tigers and the Northside Patriots. Looks like Northside is going to start on offense. They begin at the 20. There's the snap, looking, and one play, touchdown, Patriots. What a pass from Sykes. Looked like that one went to number 1, Soraya Morgan. They're going for the extra point now. Looking, throws, and that's Poindexter with the catch. That's too easy. So Northside draws first blood here in overtime, and so Carver now is going to have a chance to do the same. They're going to have to if they want any chance of going to double overtime. At the end of the game, we'll crown our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And so Kamaya Bass now in the backfield awaiting the snap. She's been all over the field. 2 rushing touchdowns and an interception. She's got room to run. She's stopped. Looks like they're going to mark them at the 18-yard line. There's the snap. Bass is going to take it direct. She pitches it back. Redirects, jukes him. And she stopped at about the 5. Incredible play there by McQueen. So it's now 3rd down, only about 5 to go. Looks like they officially marked Carver down at the 16, excuse me. There's the snap. Bass looking, has the receiver completed, and she's stopped short again. Northside doing an incredible job. So it all comes down to this one right here. 4th down. 2 yards to go to get the touchdown. Keep the ball in Kamaya Bass's hands. She has done it all tonight. Can she do it again? Timeout called by Carver. So they're going to talk this one through. Looks like they were sending out almost a jumbo type package to just keep as many blockers as they could in front of Bass. Most likely going to rely on her legs just to go and stretch the ball out past the goal line. Northside looking to stay undefeated in the region and move to 5-0 and double digits in the year. If Northside were to win, they'd be 10-2 and 4-0 in the region. And the teams are back out there, so gearing up. Here we go. Bass takes it, quarterback sneak, and she's in so easy. Kamaya Bass says, drama, what drama? Just prances right in. But Carver, job's not finished. They got to get the extra point here to stay in this game. Honestly, if I'm the Tigers, I would do that exact same play. Just rely on Bass's legs to get in. Timeout. Called by Northside this time. We'll take a quick break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back for this extra point attempt.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
We are back. Here, Carver is about to attempt the extra point to keep this game going. They've got to pick it up. There's the snap. Bass runs out, pitches it with a shovel pass. Channels are inner. Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt shovels that in there, and this game's still going, folks. We got a 20-20 ball game going into double overtime. Kamaya Bass just having an incredible game. 3 touchdowns on the ground and an interception. And she's only a sophomore. So Carver is going to come right back out on offense now, since they started on defense to begin with. Northside was doing a great job holding them. But Bass is just too much of a threat with her legs. There's the snap. She's looking to throw. She rolls out. She does throw. And it hits the ground. Would have been a touchdown in one play. Just a little bit too low. That's going to be second down now. There's Bass with the keeper. She dumps it off for an easy touchdown. So give her a touchdown now through the air as well. How about Kamaya Bass? Just taking the game over. She's accounted for all 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing and 1 passing. Now has to get the extra point. This is almost the most important part here. Tries to get him to jump. She doesn't. Bass keeps it. She winds up. She changes directions and gets in. Just past the outstretched hands of Soraya Morgan. So now Carver up 27-20. It's Northside's turn now to answer. Their backs are now against the wall. Sykes takes it. She's looking. Nothing open. She's going to run it herself. And she gets to about the 15, so only 5 more yards to go. And Sykes now is up to 20 passing touchdowns for the year as well. She's got 2 on the night so far. Second down and only about 3 to go. So she actually got inside of the 15. The snap. Sykes looking to throw. She floats one. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Intended for, looks like Katie McQueen. So it's third down now, only 3 to go. Northside really has not run the ball very much. Sykes, hands off. The flea flicker throw is intercepted, and Carver is going to win the ball game. What a play. Carver gets the big time upset. And they're flipping out there, and deservedly so. Just handed Northside their first loss in the region, and so both of them now 4-1 in the region. Carver goes 2-0 tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, your Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, once again, Kamaya Bass. 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown, and an interception. What a game from Bass in that effort to take down undefeated Northside in the region. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight for these 2 games. Make sure to toss us a follow on all social media platforms at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We got a big game coming up. Brookstone and Pacelli in the playoffs for football. You aren't going to want to miss that one on Friday night. We also have basketball starting back up, as well as some other playoff football games around the area. I'm going to send one more thank you to our presenting sponsors over at Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic. For Georgia Alabama Sports Live, I'm Paxton Holloway, and we'll see you next time. Good night.